That's a small house. Trees have really been windswept over there, and a few of them have been completely swept. Look how bent though some of those are. I'm Matthew, and today I'm in Pateley Bridge in Nidderdale. I will be hiking through the beautiful green fields and moorland up to Yorkes Folly, before heading along the top of the moor, enjoying all the rock formations along the way, and some of the best views of Nidderdale. Bit slippy today. Good view looking down over Pateley Bridge. Pleasant stream running down here. So I'm just going to have a little walk across here and try not to fall in. I got the balance of that though. There we go, made it onto the island in the middle. Oh, material. Back down, it's harder because I might slip down it. There we go, easy done it. That's quite a nice view now, it's opened up, now we've come out of them woods. So yeah, we're coming out of here now, we're just going to heading up that way. So that's that river. Obviously we can't get too close to it unfortunately, but it does look quite interesting with a few little cascades and falls coming down. But not for today. Still quite nice looking through the trees at the sun hitting the hills in the distance. Bit of a pull up here and it's quite mild today, so I'm definitely getting warm. There you go, it's not a bad view looking out over there. Lovely weather as well today. So the route we're following kind of took us into the corner's field, which looks like it had been a bit blocked off, so we had to find an easier way to get over the wall. But I'm just going to have a quick look over here. Obviously exercising great caution because this could be quite a big drop off here. But this looks quite interesting here. Wow, look at that tree. Look how that tree's hanging off the edge there. It's amazing that even's still standing. I'm going to be extra careful on here because this could be a reasonable drop off the edge. You can see the water kind of down there gushing. You probably can't see it too well on camera because there's so many trees in the way, but quite a cool little vantage point up here. Quite a good valley looking up here with this river running down, but we're going to drop down over this stile somehow and then should be a bridge so we can get across. Hopefully there is. This is a great little valley here. We can see our bridge, which is our way over. Down there, it's going to be a pretty steep descent. Sticks are definitely coming handy if I had them coming down here. This path is weaving down here. Be careful not to slip. Gushing quite a lot though, is that water. Really do feel like you're in the absolute middle of nowhere when you're down here. What a lovely valley. Really peaceful down here. We're the only ones down here as well, which always makes it a bit better. I've stood on this extremely slippy rock, and that one looks even slippier, so I'm not going to do that. It looks like a bit of a drop in there, but we've come down here and there's this pretty interesting little ford. You get that view looking up there, we've just come over the bridge up there. What a lovely day it is for it as well. So you can see where we came from that stile and we kind of zigzagged all the way down into the bottom. Now we're climbing up, which is pretty steep as well and muddy. Got quite a good view looking out for a fair way when you're up here. So that's the view looking over to the folly, which we'll be going to in a minute. But I think we're going to this rock first. So here we go, Crocodile Rock apparently. But the route we're using is 30 years old, so let's see if it looks like a crocodile. Alright, here's the rock. I guess that's its mouth, head, mouth, open wide. Still a nice view though, looking out over there. So now we've just crossed over the road, we've retraced our steps and we're heading up to the Folly now. So here we go, we've made it to the Yorkes Folly, or the columns of Yorkes Folly. Reasonable height, I don't know, 20 foot plus. Try to get a bit further back, they're quite big, I can't manage to get them all the way in camera. There you go, one's a bit smaller than the other one. So the interesting thing is, this is actually a mock ruin, so it was made to replicate a ruin. There actually did used to be 3, there was a larger one, but in a storm in the late 1800s that fell down, and they're over 200 years old. Pretty interesting place. A nice bench here where you can just look through them and have that view there. They don't look quite as ruined from this side, look a bit more intact. Yeah, so when you stood right up next to them, you can see how big these are. Pretty bloody tall. But now it's time to carry on the walk, because we've still got a fair way to go, because we're parked somewhere all the way down there. Warning, please keep to path, dangerous crevices or crevasses. So yeah, best keep to the path, because I don't want to be breaking my ankle. See, it's saying that, and then it's just, it says keep to the path, and then there's just something, this is kind of a path, so then you've just got rocks like this, they're just inviting you to go up. Always feels good when you climb on top of a rock like this, you feel like you're on top of the world. But let's get back on the path before we end up down a dangerous crevasse. Alright, let's see if we can get up here. Oh, wow. Got some grippy hands, grippier than I thought. What a view. What a view from up here. You're gonna fall here. Oh, he's done it. Wow. I'm shocked. But what a view you get from up here. Looking all the way down over Pateley Bridge, all the way down the valley. This is an interesting tree, just kind of stooping over the path. Gonna have to take a little crouch to get through it. What a lovely day though. I can't complain about the weather today, and it's not even one of them days where it looks warm, but it's actually cold. Like, I'm in my shorts. I had my first shorts outing of the year, and it's probably a good 11-12 degrees. So when you're walking, more than warm enough. It's quite windy up here, but there's a lot of rocky outcrops along here, and that is a pretty sizable drop. I don't know, 100 foot maybe more, to be honest. But look at that for a view, you can see so far. Another interesting rocky bit, and this whole bit along here is guisecliff, so if you want to come here, it is quite interesting. Just exploring about on all the rocks. Obviously be careful though, because there are some pretty hefty drops off here. So I know I did joke about the crevasses, but don't know how you can see, but that is definitely one there, and you do not want to be falling down that. So maybe you should pay attention to signs. So that is a very deep and dark crevasse. Look at some of these, they're so deep. Don't want to get too close, but honestly, a real interesting path. Just loads of little crevasses. I wonder how these have formed. In the very distance you can see the famous balls. Oh dear! Oh dear! Went too quick. There you go, that's a nice little lake, pond, tarn. Never sure on the correct terminology. Apparently it's guisecliff tarn according to my dad, so that clears that up. But it doesn't look too dirty actually, it looks fairly clean. That's an interesting shaped rock. So that's where we were not long ago, walked along the top of all them rocky outcrops, and we've come down through the woods. And now we're just heading down this track, and I don't think it'll be too much further until we're back to the car, but there is definitely a bit of a breeze now we're out in the open. This really is just poo. Oh, that's not nice, walking through this. That's better. You don't usually get facilities like that on a walk, so that's always a nice addition. So that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like and drop a sub, and if you think this is some of the best views in Nidderdale, let me know down below. If you want to watch another video from me, click the screen now.